together, and
How old are you?
too old to be acting like that.
But how old are you?
31.
All right, so here's the thing. I don't understand why people don't understand this. If someone does not respect you, then it's time to leave. If someone tells you through their actions or words that they don't want to be with you, then it's time to leave.
American Justice Vault.
4-4, State of Texas versus Mariah Blanton. Can I have parties approach?
Bridget Gosselin for defense.
Michelle Hayden for the state.
All right, and are you Miss Blanton?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
I need that to be signed. Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Blanton, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, I'm showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
All right, did you understand you're charged with criminal mischief, 2,500 to 30,000?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, showing you the court admonishments. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that charge is a state jail felony? The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you and your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call on the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that the court will grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes.
Do you believe she's currently confident and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Blanton, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, there should be $1,000 fine probated. State recommends deferred adjudication. State will take in consideration 2021 CR 9230, 2021 CR 2844. There's to be restitution of $4,304.93 to Ronald Johnson. There's to be a MIC evaluation, the BIPP course, parenting classes, and no harmful or injurious contact with Ronald Johnson. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And state, have you been in contact with Mr. Ronald Johnson?
We have, Your Honor.
And does Mr. Johnson wish to have contact?
They
with-
have kids together, so for those purposes, I believe that he does.
They're not living together, are they?
No.
All right, so Ms. Johnson, I'm sorry, Ms. Blanton, the court is not inclined to follow your agreement with regards to no harmful or injurious contact with Mr. Johnson. Is there a third party that you all can do college changes through?
Not really.
There's no grandparents, no aunts, none of that?
I can try with his oldest daughter.
All right, because I'll let you have contact, but that contact will only be for child exchanges. It will not be for anything else. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then did everybody understand that as the plea bargain agreement? Defense,
Yes, Your Honor.
state,
Yes, Your Honor.
all right, Ms. Blanton.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. The state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 150 hours community service, restitution, and no firearm possessions. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense is charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
State offer states exhibit 1 and its attachments into evidence.
No objections, Your Honor.
Ms. Bland, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, the court will defer finding you guilty as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. We're asking the court to follow the recommendation of the ABA. Ms. Blanton has 4 minor children. She has a 10-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. 3 of them are with the complainant, a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. She has full-time employment with Tascas. It's a call center. She has been employed with them for the past 4 years. She is actually a supervisor there. And so she gets convicted of an offense, her employment will be in jeopardy. So for that reason alone, so that she can provide for her children, she's asking the court to follow the recommendation of deferred adjudication. She lives in a duplex with her 4 young children. The complainant pays child support periodically for the 2 minor children, for the 4-year-old and the 2-year-old, not for the 5-year-old. They do occasionally have contact just for the exchange of the minor children. They've been together for over 10 years. Their relationship is very volatile. She has suffered domestic violence against Mr. Johnson. And so she understands how important it's going to be for her because she's going to be on
Yeah, and Your Honor,
probation.
I'm just going to object because that's not any evidence that's been presented.
All right,
She understands how important it's going to be for her to not have any contact with him, for her not to have any hostile contact against him, because she's going to be the one that's on probation if the court grants her application. And so I've gone and I've talked to her about it, and she understands how important it is. And so she's asking the court to give her an opportunity to prove to the court that she can complete this. And she wants to continue working. She wants to get out of that duplex. She wants to further her life. She wants to make a better life for herself and for her children. And so she's asking the court for help. She can better her life.
all right, Ms. Bland, you drug tested today. What are the results going to be?
Excuse me, ma'am.
If you're drug tested today, and you will be drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Negative, I don't do drugs.
All right, so what happened on this night?
I had went out with my cousin. He asked me to come over. We got into an argument about how I was dressing.
And how does that turn into damaging his vehicle though?
He had admitted to some cheating. It's been ongoing throughout the whole time we've been together, and
How old are you?
too old to be acting like that.
But how old are you?
31.
All right, so here's the thing. I don't understand why people don't understand this. If someone does not respect you, then it's time to leave. If someone tells you through their actions or words that they don't want to be with you, then it's time to leave.
Understandable.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. There's $1,000 fine to be probated, 5 years deferred adjudication, taking consideration 2021 CR 9230, 2021 CR 2844, restitution of $4,304.93 to Ronald Johnson, a MIC evaluation out of custody, BIPP course, parenting classes, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, no contact with Ronald Johnson outside of child custody exchange, no firearm possession, 150 hours community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination, which includes the booster. Court is not requiring you to do that, but if you provide proof, 40 of those hours will be waived. The remaining of the community service hours will be waived upon completion of parenting classes. You to report regularly by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular UAs, or you can do the patch. There's going to be field visits 2 times per month.
And Judge, I actually accidentally wrote down the wrong case numbers to be taken into consideration. Those case numbers are 2021 CR 9230 and 2021 CR 9229. And I have those dismissals right here.
All right, so the case numbers to be taken into consideration are 2021 CR 9229 and 2021 CR 9230, correct?
That is correct.
All right, does anyone want to? All right, probation, is there anything else that she needs?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Blanton, is there anything else that you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off record. I'm going to explain something to you about child exchanges. Yes.
Judge, one other item, if the court can assess minimum supervisory fees, since she has that.
I've already waived, I probated her entire fine.
Okay.
All right, this is what I'm going to tell you about child custody agreements. And this is from my experience as a defense attorney and as a prosecutor and as a person who's done civil work. At custody exchanges, do not bring people over that are not related to you during a custody exchange. Don't bring the new boyfriend, because what ends up happening is if you bring your new boyfriend to a custody exchange, there's probably going to be issues. If he brings his new girlfriend to a custody exchange, there's probably going to be issues. Should there be issues when people are bringing their new boyfriend or new girlfriend? No, but there always is. That's the experience that I've had. So just don't do it.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't bring people around your children when you first meet them. All right?
Yes, ma'am. Don't worry, I don't date.
All right, good luck to you.
I'm not looking forward to that right now.
This case isn't just about property damage, it's about choices, consequences, and second chances. Miss Blanton stood in court facing serious charges that could have taken her away from her children for years. Instead, the judge made a decision that balanced accountability with opportunity. But make no mistake, this is not a free pass. With 5 years of deferred adjudication hanging over her, every step she takes now matters. One mistake, one violation, and everything could come crashing down. The court has given her a path forward, but it's a narrow one, filled with responsibility, discipline, and strict conditions she must follow. For parents, this case hits differently. It's a reminder that personal decisions don't just affect you, they impact your children, your future, and your freedom. The judge's warning about custody exchanges may seem simple, but it speaks to a deeper truth. Avoid unnecessary conflict, because small situations can quickly spiral into life-changing consequences. Now the question remains, will Miss Blanton take this second chance and rebuild her life, or will she risk losing it all? The outcome is no longer in the courtroom, it's in her hands.